So it's second day here at Con Cup. We're just going to keep it nice and simple. Yesterday we had some close situations and we always focused on pushing forward, so going to keep that game plan going forward for today. Just keep it simple, nice, clear plan. And what else are we going to do? Yeah, just enjoy it.
Bradley going to do some singing again?
Yeah, Bradley likes to sing. So yeah, we have a good mode on board the boat. Everyone's in tune and positive, and yeah, it's nice. So definitely, it's a long day, so switching on and off is important. So just making sure we switch on a bit better today after the long breaks.
All right, good luck.
Thanks. Yeah, enough. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling today, Sam?
Oh, I'm really good, thank you. Yeah, really excited for the day. Had a good day yesterday and want to carry on our momentum.
What's your sun-safe advice to the kids back home, Bradley?
Keep protected. Safety never sleeps.
Taping up some sheets. Last thing we want is them getting stuck on the stays as they come round, so we've got to make sure they're nice and smooth.
How are you feeling for today?
Really excited, can't wait. I think hopefully we can just keep trying to nail the little things like we did yesterday, and yeah, hopefully we have another good day.
Guys ready? Quiet on the set. Thank you. Okay. Is everybody ready to go live? Turn that way off. Hi, I'm Tucker Thompson, and welcome back to our live coverage of the 55th Annual Congressional Cup here in Long Beach, California, the granddaddy of all modern match racing. 10 of the top best match racing teams in the world are here to find out who will take home the famed Crimson Blazer. Yesterday we had 6 flights. Today the breeze is up and so is the action as we join the racing on the water.
Sorry. Nick Johnson on starboard in 1, and Chris Poole in number 9 on port. Poole on port has to avoid under the rules. He's already luffing up.
Poole slightly bow forward on Johnson at the moment. Look at Poole's mainsail, absolutely bone tight right now, whereas Johnson a little more loose, letting it flop around.
45 seconds ago, Poole is pushing. Remember, Nick Johnson is currently in 2nd place overall for the regatta. Sailing impressively, only 20 years old, although he told me at the bar last night he's 21. He's got time to get to the pin, 24 seconds to go to the start, and he's pretty much got 2 or 3 seconds to kill. I think he'll do okay out of this. Poole's going to luff up as well, likely to split tack start on port, and it is. So the American team will start on port, heading to the right-hand side. 3 seconds to go. The Kiwis on starboard to the left.
So a bit of a rundown that race. We got the start we wanted, the side we wanted to, but we sort of led them back into the race. Halfway up that beat we crossed over and sort of hedged our bets towards the top right. So we had a good battle on the downwind, and it managed to get a piece of us through one of the rolls and luffs, and we copped the penalty out of that. We sort of recovered quite well and managed to get back ahead of him with a good battle, but just on the downwind we weren't able to wipe our penalty. So, you know, I think overall we were happy with how we sailed. We just probably a little more confident in backing ourselves around the track, and yeah, keep it simple. Just like that. What he said.
He's going too fast. He's going inside. This could be trouble for Poole. Wait a minute. Poole might pull this off. He's got to stay clear and cross the line. Has he done it? Yes. Chris Poole has done it. Or 3 minutes, 25 seconds rather, in the pre-start of the next match. This is Canfield on your left and Nick Johnson on the right.
Canfield carrying a lot of boat speed. He's going to come back around. If he wants to engage Johnson, he's going to have a lot of room and speed to do that.
Yeah, I like what Canfield is doing here. Just above the signal boat end, lining his opponent up to port starboard.
we're seeing Canfield set a spinnaker right now.
Yeah, that happens a lot in the Congressional Cup in these boats. In the modern Congressional Cup, we had Dave Perry, two-time winner, with us yesterday, and he said they never used to do it back then because they had to put their beers down in order to, no, I'm just kidding. But, you know, these crews are getting younger, more athletic, and they're able to set a spinnaker in the pre-start, still try to outmaneuver their opponent. So 1 minute to go, Canfield leading back towards the line, looking for ley line at the committee boat. Will we see a luff? Will Canfield slow the game down here? And the answer is yes. 24 seconds. Nick Egnott Johnson between Canfield on his left, the signal boat on his right. Can't go bow down because there's a leeward boat. Can't quite tack because he'll be down speed. So he's just going to go head to win, kill time. He's going to start really slow. Canfield is controlling this right now. The gun's going to go off before the boats get up to full speed, and here it comes. So Egnott Johnson goes bow down, and he was over early, so the move worked. Canfield, nice job. Even though Egnott Johnson has got a little bit more pace, he's got to get back to the line, and I don't think Canfield's going to let him do that, is he?
No, absolutely not. Canfield kind of just playing with his food at this point. He has full luffing rights here on Egnott Johnson, so Egnott Johnson just squeaking around the bow of Canfield.
And Egnott Johnson, I'm surprised he actually got somewhat of a start out of that, all things considered. So they're off, both on starboard, both heading to the left.
Yeah, update from the race. Entry on starboard. Too close to the line and got over. Went around the front of him, came around the back. Still on the start, we thought. Just, I think we went the wrong side of the course. And yeah, clearly the right was pretty strong. Yeah, I think the boys still did pretty well around the track.
Yeah, we kept it solid. You know, we just sort of
Sailed clean,
we didn't have any options, and we just tried to sort of, you know, do what we can with what we had.
Yeah. You never close your eyes anymore. Kiss your lips.
Match 1, Flight 9. Scott Dickson from the Long Beach Yacht Club, boat number 4 on starboard, against Nick Egnott Johnson from New Zealand in boat number 1 on port. And we are back into it, folks. Collision course. Dickson on starboard has rights under the rules. And it's a pretty even game so far, so we're going to go into a normal dial-up. Port boat luffs up and tacks onto starboard. Dickson responds, hitting the brakes to windward. Dial-up is over. Dickson on port, protecting the right. Egnott Johnson, second place overall in the round robins after day number 1. Arguably young and very aggressive. Actually the youngest helmsman in the regatta. I remember the day when Scotty was the youngest helmsman in the regatta 170 years ago. No dial-up this time. Oh yeah, no, here comes Scotty. So I like what he's doing. Nick Egnott Johnson is losing real estate to the left-hand side. Getting dangerously close to coffin corner as the clock ticks down. Both boats over the line. Dickson still in charge of the pre-start. And take the right. Looking upwind, first shift looks like velocity to the right. It's going to hit Scotty first. So unless he's over the line early, he'll win the start. Here comes the gun. So nice job to Scott Dickson, at least early on. Can Egnott Johnson break the overlap, get a jibe complete in on port, and under the rules cross Dickson without fouling? I don't know. Both bows are down. Egnott Johnson soaking to try and set up for that jibe. Dickson will keep him at bay with his bow down as well, pushing him away from the finish. Here comes the jibe. Egnott Johnson, port starboard. Are we going to see a foul? Look at Dickson. Oh, is that a collision? Tough to tell from here. Egnott Johnson's across. Now the big question is there going to be a penalty? If not, the young Kiwi will take the race. Here comes Dickson. Over the top. Pole's not made in the spinnaker. Here comes Egnott Johnson with a luff. Both bows going in different directions. Dickson's behind. Oh, it is a blue flag penalty. Nick Egnott Johnson gets the penalty and the advantage. Red flag goes against the young Kiwi. Dickson is going to win this if he just gets to the finish. Johnson's got to get out of his way. Dickson takes the race.
Bit of a tough race for us. We wanted to go right and didn't quite get there. You know, foot in it to get round this bow right at the finish there. So
yeah, it's a 5-day regatta, so we know that we can bounce back. There's plenty to go. It's early days. We're gonna have mistakes, so we just need to realise that and keep learning and improving throughout the event.
And that was the preparatory signal just went down, so we got 1 minute as Egnott Johnson hoists the spinnaker here, trying to get some speed, trying to get back up to speed so he can get below the line and get a start in this race, but he's looking in a tough position. His deckhammer is fast back towards the boat. About 30 seconds to go here, Tucker.
Spot on, Ricky. 30 seconds exactly. Nick Egnott-Johnson in his first Congressional Cup, youngest competitor, sitting in second going into today. I think he may get a start out of this just by virtue of the clock running down. Dackhammer heads for the line at the right end. He'll luff up a little bit, but there's just not, the boats aren't overlap. He can't shut out Egnott-Johnson. Here comes the gun. Nick's going to get a start out of this as he drops his spinnaker. He's a little bit slow. Dackhammer wins the start, but Egnott-Johnson is right in it. He'll roll immediately into attack. Dackhammer responds on top of him. Good tack. So advantage Dackhammer early on. Dackhammer and Egnott-Johnson. Very close match. This to the finish, but it's not over till it's over. Nick Egnott-Johnson, is he going to squeak a finish out of this one? But the pin is favored, and Egnott-Johnson is going low and slow. He's just going to try and squeak a finish out of this. Has he got it? It's tough to tell. Both boats jibing for the line. Who has got this? Look at the committee boat. This is going to be close to call. It could be Egnott-Johnson at this point, actually. That last jibe was a good one. And it's a blue flag. Nick Egnott-Johnson in the last 40 seconds came from behind to win the match.
Hey, can you hear me? Hey, so yeah, good race from the boys. We had a bit of a tough start. We managed to control the majority of it, actually, for the full 5 minutes, but managed to get the kite up and get right back into it, and managed to get the start we wanted, heading to the right. Yeah, and we just kept chipping away at them by metre for the rest of the race, and sailed a really good final Darwin leg where we managed to roll them. No, but yeah, good work from the boys.
Matty, there's great composure on board from the team. A couple of tough moments, a couple of difficult decisions, and everyone kept their heads, everyone kept cool and was still thinking and made some good decisions when we needed to.
We've got about 20 seconds here to the next entry. We've got Egnott-Johnson on starboard versus Williams on port. So the young gun looking to get a few more points on the board. Wonder if he's staying emotionally neutral today.
Egnott-Johnson and his team do yoga every morning to stay, quote, emotionally neutral. See if that works against Ian Williams.
Williams will be looking to pick his time for the start here. He's very methodical. Let's see what Egnott-Johnson can do to keep him on the ropes in this pre-start.
2 minutes to go. Williams leading, and that's what he likes. Has just spun up to windward. Egnott-Johnson outside of him. 10 more seconds. Here he comes. That's his spot right there. 4 boat lengths above the committee boat. At 1 minute, he's going to be right here, just below the committee boat. Still a little bit of separation there. 27 seconds. Williams, pace on to leeward. Egnott-Johnson. Here comes the luff. Textbook Williams. Egnott-Johnson's going to have to make a decision here. Luffs up. Is he going to tack? Yes. Split tack start. Williams wants to left. Goes bow down. Coming up on 5 seconds. Acceleration is pretty much even on both teams. Williams is going to get a start on starboard to the left. Egnott-Johnson gets the right to Ian Williams. We've seen it. Ian Williams has done better today. He's on fire. So give him a round of applause, folks. Ian Williams racks up another win today.
So, yeah, I mean, we felt like we had an okay start to the race. We dug deep and had a good first beat, but got a bit caught up in the match in front of us, and he was sort of a couple lengths ahead. We worked hard and put some good shifts and got back in the race, but he just pulled away towards the top there, and we couldn't get in touch again. So, we felt like we sailed well. We just, on the wrong side of the rub that time, and I think we keep doing what we're doing moving forward.
Flight number 12, last flight of the day. We're already into the pre-start, less than 4 minutes. New Zealand's Nick Egnott-Johnson on the right in the dial-up here against France's Mesnil. Bit of a right-hand angle as both boats head to win. Egnott-Johnson to windward, Mesnil to leeward. Dial-up is done. Egnott-Johnson on port, accelerates away from the French team first.
There we go. Mesnil is led inside him, so I think Mesnil likes the right, but they're coming into the exclusion zone off the pier.
55 to go to the start, 25 to kill. 20 seconds to countdown. Mesnil's going to tack. Egnott-Johnson, what do? Tack on his lee bow.
Yeah, you want to tack early if you can. Mesnil just pointing at him there, but they're close to the line, and that's, I would have thought Mesnil would have been right on the line, so that's a great start by him. But yeah, Egnot Johnson just didn't know what to do, and neither did I there. Mesnil doing everything he can to stay in this, but I think Egnot Johnson is just going to have enough speed to carry him over the finish line. He's pointing at the boat there.
This is the Nick Egnot Johnson we saw yesterday. He may have lost a few matches, but this one was well earned because he came from behind. And he's won it. Nick Egnot Johnson over Maxime Mesnil.
Yeah, so we felt like we did well that race. We were behind off the line again, which made us work for a bit more, but we felt we had an edge tacking upwind. So we backed ourselves to put ourselves where we wanted to be on that second beat and managed to get round them and defend them on the downwind. So real happy. Reasonably good day for us. Not quite as good as yesterday, but we're still in the hunt, so happy days.
Yeah, that sums it up.
Beautiful. Felt good.
I didn't think I had something to add.